Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Jeremy Adams, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
that those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is the Master of the Court.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
All right, and this time we're back to talk some Green Lantern New Guardians 9 through 12 and another number 0.
Yeah, another number 0.
Yes.
New 52 goes hard, man. It goes hard.
Yeah, I told you. I knew it. Right? Don't expect anything soft and bubbly here. No.
No.
All right, so before that, well, you kids may not know this, but we went a week without broadcasting. You got no interruption, but we did. So there was a bunch of casting news.
A whole bunch.
First, it was Josh Brolin was going to be older Hal Jordan, but then he backed out, and then we got someone else. We got
Kyle Chandler.
Yeah. He's I think he was in talks. I don't know if it was ever confirmed that he's our Hal.
It says on the link that you sent me, Emmy winner Kyle Chandler is set to play the legendary member of the Green Lantern Corps in this series. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. It'll be the first series role for him since Friday Night Lights.
Mm.
Friday Night Lights star since Showtime's 2022 drama Super Pumped. So, strict series order in June after years of development. I don't think we're gonna see. It doesn't say when we're gonna see it. Is it 2026?
Maybe. Who knows? How long have we been saying? Oh, maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while, but so he's going to play an older Hal Jordan, and then you sent something earlier.
Yes, just today. Yes, we got. I'm not familiar with either of these gentlemen, but Aaron Pierre, star of Netflix thriller Rebel Ridge, and the piano lesson actor Stefan James are both, I guess, in talks.
In the mix.
Yes, to play John Stewart.
Which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So lots of news around casting, that's for sure.
And then again, just like everyone was speculating, it seems like from their casting choices, we're probably getting an older Hal Jordan and a younger John Stewart. So.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Which is, I don't know. I guess I'm concerned because I want to see. Everything, I want to see Blackest Night on the screen. And to get that, that's a lot of story that we have to set up and,
Yeah.
And if it's an old Hal Jordan, does that mean he goes parallax and doesn't come back?
Or can we do Emerald Twilight or something? Oh.
Yeah.
See, that's my problem. I don't want them giving John Stewart Kyle's origin here.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it needs to be John's origin. He was the second in line, but we also have a guy out there. So he was the third in line. I mean, I don't know. Guy is a Green Lantern in Superman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I mean, unless they do the whole they start from the beginning, 2 lanterns to a sector, and Hal and Guy are the 2 lanterns when we start.
And then John becomes a rookie for some reason. We don't know yet, right? Hopefully Guy doesn't get, killed. That would not be cool.
No.
But yeah, and we get I mean, I don't know. I'm still hopeful. I want it done right because I've seen it not done right.
Yes. Yes. Oh, we've all seen it not done right.
Yes. And then, look at how great the animated series is.
Yes.
I mean, that was a really excellent adaptation, and it's a shame we didn't get more of it, unfortunately.
And I mean, it's one. I think it's time for another animated series.
Yeah.
How about a Tales of the Green Lantern Corps? Just do a different lantern every episode.
Yeah, just don't do the last animated movie. Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey, it's John, but let's give him Kyle's origin. Plus, let's burn out the Ranthanagar War and Emerald Twilight all at once. And whatever, they threw something else in there too. I don't even know. It was just nuts.
And make it all suck.
I don't think they started out wanting to do that, but oh my God, it was just a big old mess. It was too much. It was just, yeah. And that's Kyle's origin. Sorry, that's Kyle's origin.
Yeah, I
Just
know.
gave it to John.
Mm-hmm.
They get straight up murdered Sinestro. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just, I was not a fan of that. So,
Neither was I.
but yeah, lots of really good news around the Lantern Show. Fingers crossed. I'm hopeful that it's going to be good. I mean, Kyle Chandler is an accomplished actor, so I think we're in good hands there. And it looks like the people in talks for John are accomplished actors as well. So I think that from an acting standpoint, the cast is shaping up to look really good. It's just what concerns me is the story.
I was gonna say, hopefully the script's there, the story's there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm concerned. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but I hope this doesn't happen. That all the Green Lantern lore and myth and all of that stuff is not sacrificed just for some other development in the DC universe, right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we get a lot of that world building because this is a series. I mean, I know it's set on Earth and it's an investigation into a murder, but I hope we get a lot of the lore and the myth behind the Green Lantern Corps, because that's what makes it different than any old superhero, thing, right?
Yes. Exactly. It's so much bigger. Treat it bigger.
Exactly. How about 3 trilogies? That would let us get all of that stuff.
3 trilogies. Wow.
Well, I mean, we've got to do Blackest Night. Sinestro Corps War needs to be its own movie, and if we're doing that, I think we have to do Emerald Twilight. We have to have a movie with Kyle, separating himself with Hal as a villain, right? And then we have to do, Rebirth. You know how much I love that story, right?
Oh, yeah.
So,
oh my God, how great would that be? Do it like all Star Wars style. Episode 6, Rebirth.
That's right. But yeah, I think it needs a lot of room to breathe and grow and establish itself as this science fiction over Star Wars's science fantasy type stuff, because it is it's bigger than Star Wars.
Yes.
It really is.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Again, it needs room to breathe. We need multiple movies, like you said, multiple trilogies.
Yeah, I think it can be, just a tremendously large, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it can be a huge franchise, just Green Lantern by itself,
Oh my God, 3 trilogies: Emerald Dawn, Emerald Twilight, Emerald Rebirth.
No, I don't know. I don't think we need an origin movie anymore. I mean, they did that with the first one, and they tried to do too much, right? Just a quick recap. Hey, Abin Sur crashed. I got the ring. I'm the Green Lantern. This is what we do.
Maybe just like during the opening credits of the first one, just in the background while the credits are playing, just show, Albin Sur crashing, Hal, getting there and getting the ring and all that.
I mean, Secret Origin is because Secret Origin helps set up everything for Sinestro Corps War and Blackest Night, even though it kind of comes before and between them, I mean, there's lots of really good stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we really don't want to talk about these new Guardians.
I was going to say, what is this, Guy Gardner, 90s Guy Gardner? Or no, what is this? Brightest Day issues?
Exactly.
Well,
and I've not had a chance to read the latest issue yet. Or, let's see, I did read the final issue of John Stewart.
War Journal,
yeah.
Yeah, what you think of that?
I don't know.
Confusing?
Still, I need to go back and reread it because I need to figure it out because it was to me a little confusing on first read through. So, and hey, that's not necessarily on Philip Kennedy Johnson. That may be on me. So
I kind of feel the same. I'm just like, wait, was this an alternate dimension? Wait, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, and still, we are, what, 2 years past the end of the previous series, and which John is this? Does it matter which John it is? I mean, I don't know. And what's the deal with the Dark Star ring versus the ring he's wearing, which has been disconnected versus, I mean, I don't understand a lot of there was a lot of lore building, I feel like, in the War Journal series, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want to know what the heck is the new status quo? I mean, what the heck, we got, John as an Emerald Knight, but then now there's 2 Johns because of Hypertime. That's a great way, I think, to bring back Kat Matui, which, we're both big fans of doing, but we still don't know. And I think hopefully we're going to start getting some answers with, this Civil Corps, coming up inside the main Green Lantern book and that Civil Corps special. I mean, we know stuff ain't right. If you take a look at Kyle, he's he's not in a great place. But it's my hope that we're going to get a new status quo established with a large core that is not coming together every 5 minutes, to get 90% of them killed, which is, I guess, a nice segue into New 52. I don't know. Was that harsh? I don't know if that's harsh. But
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, and except for issue 0 has a synopsis, the other 4 do not have synopses. So,
okay. Do you want to talk of them as a whole then, or just as individual issues?
What do you want to do? We can do a whole if you want. That's fine. It's
okay.
All right. So, what you think?
9, 10, 11, and 12. I like the Reach as villains. However,
Uh-oh.
however, how quickly Odom fell. I mean,
Yeah,
that,
shouldn't have been a little more trouble to find a cloaked planet.
yeah, I mean, like, it looks like spoilers. Saeed was behind the reason the rings went haywire and all went to Kyle, but that's because we find out that Kyle was chosen not because this is that in this continuity, I guess, Kyle was not just, I guess you'll do, and he stepped up. Apparently, Ganthet sensed in him the ability to,
Yeah.
master all of the, the various
Yeah.
lights of the emotional spectrum, and I want to hear your take, but my take is, and I like Kyle. Obviously,
Yeah.
he's not my favorite because we know who that is. Go ahead. Yeah.
Hit my button, boy.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
There you go. But I feel like that kind of diminishes Kyle a little bit because he did step up. He was that everyman, and he became, a hero and the torchbearer and all of the things, right, to make sure that the Green Lantern Corps endured. And I don't know. I feel like that's just a little bit. I don't like that, but I'm curious. Since Kyle is your favorite, what's your take on it?
I mean, yeah, I kind of have weird feelings about it too, but I mean, like, try to, I guess, make it better. Just my head canon. I don't know. Is it just, instead of, oh, here's a ring. Hopefully you don't get yourself killed or anyone else killed. Is it now? Oh, I sense a potential in you. So you have at least a glimmer of hope of being the torchbearer. I don't know. And again, is this new 52 changed continuity, or are they now saying it was Ganthet was always, oh, I always knew you could do it, but I had to treat you like crap to toughen you up. So
yeah, tough love.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that does change a lot of those early interactions.
Yeah, remember when Hal came back and what was that, Parallax? Was it Parallax Rising or something? Was it like issue 63 or so? When Ganthet comes back and says, "No, give me the ring back." And Hal's like, "No, I'm giving you the ring back." And then Hal goes, "Good, you can give me the ring." And he's like, "No, I ain't giving you the ring." And they bring in like Superman and a bunch of Justice Leaguers to try to take down Hal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was the whole point. Ganthet's like, "Give me the ring back."
No, the answer is no. Yeah, I don't know. There's I didn't like that, and we've talked about that retcon. I'm not a big fan of that. Whoops.
I mean, I guess it's like a plot device though, just to say, oh, this is why Kyle can the rings and stuff. So, but again, do you really need that excuse? Can't you just be like, oh, look what he figured out, he can do this? Maybe maybe he just has a greater talent than everyone else, or.
Yeah, now there's actually a scene that I've not read. I've just seen like the panel reproduced where Hal basically says, Kyle, you're the greatest Lantern. But I'm the greatest Green Lantern. I know that, but you're the greatest Lantern because you're able to, he was a White Lantern. He mastered everything, So I don't know. It's just a weird. This whole arc, this 12-issue arc, has been weird. Kind of, I don't know. There's something off about it, but I mean, let's in number 9, Odom gets overrun with the Reach. They fight in 10. I think they just give up on Odom and the Central Power Battery there.
Well, I guess the Reach kind of cocoon planets and consume them or something. So they're like, oh, while we've been fighting there, these guys in Blue Beetle armor, they've been basically cocooning the planet. So
yeah, and they did it within a few minutes, which is insanely fast. And then boom, that's done. I feel like a lot of the kind of lore and stuff that, Tomasi and Jeff Johns and the teams built up for Blackest Night. After Blackest Night, they're kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna, Sinestro Corps, boom, it's gone. We still have our Kilo because Weaponer made him a new, and Weaponer's back, yay. But we're taking out all those things that we set up and we never really used. I mean, Odom has barely been there. The Blue Lanterns have barely had any FaceTime. So why
we've barely built these things up and we're already tearing them down.
Tearing them down? Yeah, exactly. And I don't necessarily enjoy that part of this, but that's just something that bothers me. To some degree.
There's the Kyle on steroids panel.
Yes, and the art's not bad. It just doesn't really fit. I don't think this time. And I get that they want having all of the corps come together and be the new Guardians. I mean, I get that, but and we find out that Saeed is behind everything because after the defeat of Invictus, which is basically they just drive off with his solar system planet. I mean, it's let's see it. Number 10.
All right, and number 10. All right.
I mean that,
and again, well, this one not so much, but there's number 10.
Mm-hmm.
See, that one's better because again, like I said, a lot of these covers, the art's not bad, but again, some of them are just too
busy. Yeah. Well, and for Invictus to be a solar system level threat, the battle with him is kind of anticlimactic, right? I mean, they built him up, and then he goes down really easily, right? So,
well, yeah, because it's I mean, how did you feel about that? It's like, oh yeah, how do we take him down? Oh well, the more you move the further you move his ship away from him, you depower him.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean,
okay. We went through all this. Oh my lord, he's gonna kill us all, and it's just
drive his car away. I mean, come on.
What's his weakness? Radiation, magic? No, double parking.
Oh yeah, exactly. Getting towed. So yeah, I thought there's a lot going on in these first 12 issues. So and in these 4 issues, we get the complete fall and destruction of Odom, and we get that fight with Invictus in just 4 issues.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a breakneck pace, and I don't know. It seems way too rushed. And again, I know we've talked about the New 52 and how rushed is probably being kind.
Well, and 2, I mean, are we rushing because everyone has to hit the same mark by the time to get to the same point to get the Wrath of the First Lantern?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like you could still tell your own stories, but then jump ahead by
crossover coming.
Yeah. I mean, just hey, yeah, we're doing something really here, and now we're gonna have a few weeks pass or something. I mean, they can, but yeah, I guess I'm disappointed in this arc.
Well, plus we got more Larfleas, and Glomulus is back.
Yeah, and then he's not.
Then he's not again.
Yeah, I mean, and then with the 0 issue, we are screaming into Wrath of the First Lantern, because that issue's all set up. Although we get to see Tom and Carol, which is good.
I was gonna say before we get there, I have a synopsis for that one. I could do that one, but
yeah. What else do you have on these 4 issues?
Well, before we get that, at the end of 12, this new Guardians team kind of breaks up because everyone finds out Sade was behind everything.
Yeah.
And, Lantern, I don't know. I remember before they even brought it up, I'm like, didn't Lanterns die when she pulled some of them rings off people? And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. There was like 3 that died for sure.
So this is the good Guardian, and people are she killed people to get those rings.
Yeah, exactly.
New 52.
New 52. New 52. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, it was the good guy who killed people this time. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. And I only did it because I'm in love with Ganthet, and they
Mm-hmm.
lobotomized him. Like, okay, wait. Yeah, I don't know. I'm anxious to see where this is going.
Yeah. Oh, did we say Sade pulled the whole ring theft thing because she could sense when the Guardians
Yes.
basically lobotomized Ganthet, so
Yeah.
and she was the only one who knew it, so
hmm
she said she sent the rings to the only other person who loved Ganthet as much as she did.
Who would that be, Phil?
Cal Rayner, my favorite here.
But yeah, as much as I like Kyle, I don't feel like this book has shown him in his best light.
Yeah, it's more like, hey kids, look at this new trick. Look at this new trick we showed Cal how to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, and like you said, it feels like we just built these things up. Let's use them. No, we're going to tear them down immediately. There's no.
And again, it almost seems like they're Cal's the one who can manipulate all the spectrums at once or something. But it's like, is it also because he was wearing all 6 rings and they exploded except for his green ring? And
yeah, which is weird now. He said it hasn't. It's on the fritz. I mean, I don't know.
And if you're and if you're also a lantern with incredible willpower, like pretty much any Earth Green Lantern, it's like, shouldn't all of them be able to, will it enough to access all the spectrums? Or
yeah, I think they're trying to say that it doesn't work like that. It's special with Kyle because he had all the rings on and then they all disappeared or blew up or whatever. I mean, I don't know. I think what we're coming up on is a tour of the other cores where Kyle tries to learn to be, rage filled and all those things, so he can become a White Lantern, which I don't know that I'm looking forward to, but hopefully it'll be good. I'm gonna keep hope with like a Blue Lantern, which whose homeworld has now been completely destroyed. Whatever.
exactly. All right, you want me to do the synopsis for number 0? What other trouble can Kyle get into? I'm glad you asked, kid. All right. 11, 12, and yes, kids, between 12 and 13 always comes the number 0.
Exactly. That's New 52 math.
Exactly. All right, green again and again. Here, let me put up the cover to issue. The cover to 0. Again, the art's not bad, but again, it's too busy. This cover is too busy.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, remember the Green Lantern Corps in issue 0? It was just like Guy on the cover.
Yep. Well, and this one doesn't even really deal with any of the other lanterns. It's just Kyle and Carol.
Yeah,
right?
The rest of them aren't even in this issue. They've all, right?
Yeah, and where is? Let's see. That's Carol. 1, 2.
Yeah, we don't see fatality on that cut. Well, again, Carol's taking the place of a Star Sapphire.
Yeah,
and it's
there's no Indigo Tribe.
No Indigo Tribe, and that's not Bleeze on the cover there. That's Atrocitus. It's like,
yeah,
he hasn't been in this series.
No. I mean, it's a nice cover.
Yeah.
I think the art's really nice, but you're right. A lot of these New 52 Green Lantern New Guardians covers have just been super busy. And I think it's too busy at times because, no matter how good the art is, it just kind of gets lost in this,
yeah,
too much going on.
it almost feels like they're really trying hard to advertise. Look, look, look! We have all colors of Lantern Corps in this book, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Except the Indigo Tribe.
exactly. All right, Green Lantern New Guardians number 0 from November 2012, Love and Death. Writer Tony Bedard, pencilers Aaron Cooter and Andre Bresson, inkers Aaron Cooter, Andre Bresson, and Greg Adams, colors Nyrafino, letterer Dave Sharp, and editors Sean Mackwicks and Kate Dura. At Ferris Aircraft, Carol Ferris is looking for signs of Hal's return, and after encountering Tom Kalamaku working late into the evening, the two search Hal's locker to see if he might have stopped by to recharge his ring. To both their surprise, they find a ring of another type just as Cal Rayner arrives, looking for Hal to ask his advice about the Guardians. Conveniently, the news is covering Hal and Sinestro battling Black Hand, and moments later, Carol, sporting her new uniform, and Cal arrive on the scene at Coast City Cemetery. While getting the dead out of the way, Cal senses the explosion of Sinestro's battery. The dead attack again, and soon the two are overwhelmed until Cal channels both blue and green energies to dispatch the animated corpses. When Cal decides to use his ring to find Hal, he's informed of Jordan's death. However, Carol's feelings for Hal and her abilities as a Star Sapphire reveal to her that he is still among the living. Carol shows Cal his future, and we see him in various uniforms from the colors of the emotional spectrum. While Cal doesn't think that it's possible for him to combine the emotions together, Carol sees this as the only way to save Hal. Meanwhile, in another part of the universe, the Guardians meet in secret with the Zamarons, who have become aware of the Guardians' scheming. Rather than stand between them and their plans, the Zamarons make the decision to lend their power to aid the Guardians in their mission. So instead of trying to stop them, they're like, "Oh, you basically want to crush all the cores? Oh, cool, we're in."
Yeah.
Wait. The Guardians of Love are like, "Okay, yeah, we want to help Ian's crush.
Get rid of free will so that we don't have.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense either.
You guys are against all motion. Yes, we who are firmly entrenched in love want to help you."
Exactly. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
God, you know what? I just need to record it so I can hit the button. New 52.
Yeah. New 52.
52.
So this also kind of starts, I guess. Well, one, I do like Carol's new costume because it's a lot less eye candy-ish.
I was
right?
gonna say, at least hers can zip up, unlike fatalities.
Exactly, yeah. So that's good.
Yeah.
But I think this is probably the start of Kyle and Carol becoming a thing, right? Which is
trading in for the better model, huh?
Do your new 52.
Oh, and we also teasing, when Hal's ring has moved on to someone else.
Yes.
A new face.
We're coming up to that, Simon. So that'll be the 0 issue of Green Lantern, which we did just up to 12.
Yeah.
So that's cool too. So we're gonna get to see Simon's first appearance. We get Tom, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it has been a while since we've seen him. But this issue was.
Oh, and what about Carol finding that other ring in Hal's locker?
Yeah, the other ring. Yeah, I don't know.
An engagement ring.
Yeah, Well, let's talk about this issue as a whole. As a 0 issue, it just doesn't seem to work as a 0 issue for a series called New Guardians, right?
It's weird because some of the 0 across all of DC's books at this point, it's like some of the 0 issues were like, basically retelling the origins, being like, okay, this is how the origin went in New 52. Yeah. Others, like you said, the Green Lantern number 0 is going to be Simon's first appearance. Yeah. And then, but this is basically just like, oh wait, okay, so
it's issue 13, but we're going to call it a 0. So, I mean, there's
I
nothing in it
mean,
that,
I guess it's the origin of rebuilding in new Guardians, maybe, but
I don't know.
But it's too busy with, oh hey, what happened to Hal, and oh hey, Wrath of the First Lantern's coming, and oh hey, we're getting another new Earth Lantern. So
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
I think I was reading an interview with Jeff Johns, and he goes, and he's talking about the core, the core of Green Lantern is always about overcoming. Good one, yeah. It's always about overcoming fear, and I thought that is, that he can cut. That's very incisive, right? I mean, it's just you're right. That's what it's about. When it forgets that, it's not as successful.
Well, think
right?
about that too, because you could use that for any of the cores. It's like, well, how do you get past fear? I use with my will. How do you get past fear? With my anger. How do I get past fear? With hope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's so insightful on what makes Green Lantern work when it really, really works, right? So getting a new.
Then you hand it to the new people, and it's like, look, this guy could do all the colors.
What did he call it? The Crayon Commandos, or what did Guy say?
The Crayola crew or something. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Guy does have a talent for that. But yeah, I mean, this issue's not bad. It's just it doesn't feel like a 0 issue to me. And if the 0 issues are supposed to be some kind of origin or some kind of explanation, this is a prelude to War of the Wrath of the First Lantern, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I don't.
I mean, I guess we had to address like the Hal Jordan stuff, because since Carol, I guess, is going to become a cast member of this book. But yeah.
So yeah, this one, I think that they did we were talking about it. The first 4 issues were probably some of the better ones, right? Because Core didn't come out really great, but I don't know, I don't feel like the arcs, the stuff that they set up that they paid off, just didn't. It doesn't feel like it went really well. I mean, it had a lot of promise in the beginning, but at this point, I don't think it's, which I guess is why they're retooling it. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but that's my take on it.
Yeah. Again, just like you said, I had hoped for this book because I was like, oh, this is better than Core was, and
yeah,
no,
but not now. Yeah. But that's all right, Phil, because there's still hope, even though Odom is consumed by the Reach.
Yes.
Red Lanterns is out there.
That's true. Oh God, can you imagine? we find the bright shiny story is red lanterns. Oh Lord.
Exactly. Yeah. Now I did see there's a Green Lantern New Guardians annual. Didn't they mention that as a editor's note in?
Oh no, Green Lantern Annual 1, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because remember all the at the end of 12, all the rings are just like, let me out or whatever, and then like, yeah, Green Lantern Annual 1 or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, that's coming up on the schedule then, right?
Yes. Yeah. They're all coming up. Yeah, I think all the books are getting an annual, but yeah, it's gotcha. I think that Green Lantern Annual is coming up first, because I think that is like the prologue, the Wrath of the First Lantern, maybe. Yeah, when we get back to the Green Lantern book, I think the annual is on that list for the first week.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So far, and I'm gonna put this to you. We've had 12 issues of Green Lantern by Jeff Johns, and the art's not, who's the artist? I can't remember who the artist was, but we've had 12 issues in a 0 of Green Lantern Core, and we've had 12 issues in a 0 of Green Lantern New Guardians. So overall, how do you kind of rank those series at this point?
I want to like this book the best, but I do like the interaction between Hal and Sinestro in the Green Lantern book.
Mm-hmm.
Well, definitely Core comes third. Definitely. I might have to go with the regular Green Lantern book as the top one, and then New Guardians, and then Green Lantern Core.
Secret Hal lover. That's what you are.
Yes, kids, I'm out of the closet. Yes, I love Hal.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
No, I'm just giving you crap, but
Yeah,
I
know.
I think I agree with you. I feel like the Green Lantern book, as much as I kind of didn't like that little swerve into the Indigo tribe and then just wrapping it up so quickly,
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like it knows where it's going, whereas I don't feel like Green Lantern Corps or New Guardians really kind of have much of an overarching kind of point yet, right?
Yeah. And again, it's weird after issue 12 of New Guardians. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna sweep the board, and Kyle's gonna rebuild with different people, and it's just like, okay.
Okay. Then what was what? Wait, why? Anyway, so keep that in mind because I'm curious to see how the ranking comes out after we read Red Lanterns because I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to see where it falls in there because I don't think it's not bounded by, what we kind of expect from a Green Lantern Corps, although there's been lots of murdery stuff going on anyway, or a New Guardians book, which are, ostensibly heroic, do the right thing. Red Lanterns are all about rage. So I'm curious if that's going to set that series apart and, free it to make it, perhaps be a bit better than, the other three books.
Mm-hmm. And it was so funny. I'm sitting here thinking, was like, was the Green Lantern, in my opinion, was the best book. I'm like, was that the one with the smallest body count, or?
Yeah, probably.
It's like a scale. It's like a New 52 scale. Which one had the lowest death
Yeah,
body count?
that's probably the better one right there. But and with us, hitting the 0 issue of Green Lantern and then getting through the first year of, we'll be a year into the New 52 at that point, once we finish with Red Lanterns, basically. So, I think we'll be at that point, we'll be able to, safely comment on what we see. Although from what we've seen already, darker, grittier, grimmer, neck breakier.
Yeah.
We shall see.
All right. So anything else, William?
No, sir. I'm looking forward to getting the latest issue of Green Lantern.
Oh, nice.
Delivered hopefully within the next couple of days. So we'll see.
Nice. All right. So yes, next week, like we said, first 4 issues of Red Lanterns. And then in 2 weeks, Red Lanterns 5 through 8 and Stormwatch number 9. And then again, third week, Red Lanterns, and like with same pattern, 9 through 12 and their issue 0. And then the week after that, yes, we will get back to the Green Lantern book and do Green Lantern 0, Green Lantern Annual 1, and Green Lantern 13 and 14.
Awesome.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yep. Oh, well, yeah. God, we're closing in on the end of the year here.
Yeah.
Because remember, kids, the last 3 weeks of the year, we'll be taking a break from the New 52. Thank goodness.
You said it. I didn't. But
I never thought I'd see Millennium as my savior.
Yeah. This is where we find ourselves, Phil. This is where we find ourselves.
I know. Yes. Because for episode 200 and 201, we will be doing a 2-part special on Millennium. That'll be the 2nd and 3rd week of December, and then of course, what's going to be the last episode of December? I might have to monkey with the schedule to get it to drop exactly on Christmas Day. The Green Lantern Larfleeze Christmas special.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to rereading that because I do remember reading that one. So,
Yeah, it's been so long since I read that. Yes.
well, we have to make the cookies because there's a recipe in there
Oh
for
my.
Larfleeze cookies.
All right. So yes. So send us your thoughts on all of those. Once again, like we say every week, are we being too harsh on the New 52? Let us know. What was your favorite out of all the Lantern series?
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. I do have feedback. Hold on.
Oh, we have feedback. Awesome.
Yeah. I always forget because Ray never sends in feedback anymore. Where are my? Yes, our friend Tyler Ferguson sent more feedback.
Thanks, Tyler.
Yes. I thought he sent two, but it might just be the one. Yeah. Oh no, wait. Yeah, he did send two. All right. So yeah, because we've been away a while. So let me see if all right. So this one's for New Guardians 9 through 12 and number 0. He says he bought the ebook of the trade paperback for 9 through 12. So you get feedback. He says, not waiting for shipping is nice, but likely to order physical sometime in spite of that. Oh, okay. So maybe he's enjoying it.
No, that's good.
Odom's a great place. Shame that it's been destroyed about as much as OS Central Power Battery. I enjoy how much admiration St. Walker's Core has for him, as well as his budding friendship with Arkillo. The ability to stretch their ring's aura to enhance strength and protect the battery isn't something I really considered before, since it's right on the edge of construct creation territory.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ongoing,
good point.
Yeah. Ongoing mystery of the stolen rings is well done. The Sade reveal was mixed. Like her motivation being Ganthet makes total sense, but the idea that Cal was chosen due to his potential with the full spectrum feels like a stretch. Under the impression that he could have picked anyone if they were in that particular alley. I like the little grin Bleeze had when Cal was calling it out to everyone on the way to Odom. Respects one human. Kirkham's pencil work is great as always. Invictus as a villain is ... odd.
Agree.
His solar system ship tears apart, reforms a planet before heading to Okara, but the inhabitants seem jubilant after that happened. Does his purification also have influence over their minds? Was a good final boss for the group to rally against, though. Larfleeze continues to be an ass, and I love that. So
I would agree with that.
Yes. Number 0 is fun. Primarily sets up upcoming White Lantern and Third Army arc. Cooter's art works well to express how grotesque the Black Lanterns are.
Yeah, that's something that we didn't talk about. The art on that zombie
Yes.
issue is really, really good.
Yes,
so
yes.
excellent point for bringing that up.
Yes, that wasn't different. Okay, I don't know as much about this. I don't know if you know. He says, final question. If you're in the D&D, Dungeons & Dragons, what class would you assign to each lantern from Earth? Cal emanates Bard energy, in my opinion.
There's actually a YouTube channel where they'll take your characters that you like and put them in the D&D classes. And I looked at Quasar, of course, but it's been a while since I've looked at it, and I would screw it up right now. But I will look into that for the next time, and we'll chat about that.
Cool. Yes, and I should reach out to our team's D&D expert Justin, because him and his partner, I believe, are in like a weekly D&D group. So.
Nice.
All right, so like I said, all right, send us your thoughts like Tyler did again, and Tyler, please send us more thoughts.
Yep. Thanks. We enjoy it.
Yes, send us your thoughts. There we go.
Call us on our BS. Or
yes,
agree with us. That's fine.
Exactly. Send us your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-Capes. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch, your classic Capes and Lunatics merch. And of course, the true dark force of the Universal Hellfire demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And of course, yes, rain random money on us. Please don't make us be dancing in the club. But Next thing you know, Larfleeze will say, we're his, and that's not good.
She looks like she's just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
And of course, the Patreon, where you can find something different every month, uncensored, exclusive. The September episode's probably going to change because I'm probably going to have to find something else to do because Lilith is kind of out right now because, well, she's running on generator power down in Florida after the big storm. Yes.
I hope she's okay down there.
Yes, she said she's fine. She just didn't have any power, so she's running on a generator right now. All right, so join the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics and find everything all in one place. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. It's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
All right, now for Hal Jordan's #1 fan, Mr. Will Allred. Master of the Green Lantern Corps, master of the Quantum Zone, master of podcasting, and several successful Kickstarter campaigns. Will, tell us about your books here.
Well, you can find me at Wallred, at WALLRED, at Gmail, and at Facebook, and Blue Sky, and Twitter, and probably some other places that I've set up accounts that I forget about at this point. But if you'd like to check out the comics that I write, that we launch on Kickstarter and then fulfill, you can do that at Crossover Division, which is the book that we're doing right now. #6 should be launching hopefully within a few weeks, and you can check that out at crossoverdivision.com. An older book that I've done, Diary of Night, you can check that out at diaryofnight.com. And obviously you've got great taste because you're here hanging out with Phil and I, talking about Green Lantern, which means you probably love Marvel's Quasar almost as much as we do. And if you'd like to find out more about Quasar, you can do that at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org.
Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love the party. He goes limp in my grip. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
You know where it's going.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
And of course, we've said it over and over this episode, but how do we end this?
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
I do.
Probably maybe more than Carol at this point. Hell.
Oh.
All right, come back next time. All right, remember, we're going to start our Red Lantern journey. Red Lanterns 1 through 4. I'm trying to remember when Guy comes in. I think it's too early for Guy yet. So
I think it's like in 20s,
Maybe.
late 20s maybe. It's quite a while, yeah.
Built his atrocity. All right, kids. Come back next time. And remember, friends don't let friends steal friends' girlfriends. Good night.